Hi there, my name is Beverly Reynolds, and I'm the owner and designer of H&T Design Media. Now, today we want to talk about a day in the life of the instructional designer. Before we get started, let me qualify you to watch this video. That doesn't mean that if you don't fall within one of these buckets that you can't watch this video, but if you fall into one of these buckets, this video is definitely for you. First of all, maybe you're an instructional designer and you're looking to take your career to the next level. Or perhaps you want to get into the instructional design industry as a whole and you want to land that next job to further your career, to take that next step for you. Either way, I want to help you out. So the first thing you want to do is to look at the business problem at hand. Determine the problem in the business. Determine how you can solve that problem. Once you've got that problem, you want to determine who the target audience is for that course or that training. Now, once you know who it is that you're going to be training, you got to determine how you're going to deliver that training. Is it going to be online training? Is it going to be classroom training? Is it going to be on-the-job shadow training? Whatever that looks like, you want to make sure that you are the one coming up with that solution. From there, you want to create a storyboard, and you want to start by creating it on paper first. That way you can kind of rearrange it. Maybe you use index cards, maybe you use post-it notes. But either way you go about it, you want to make sure that then you electronicize, if that's a word. You want to make that electronic so that you can give it to your subject matter experts, so you can give it to your stakeholders. Now, as you're dealing with those subject matter experts, you're going to be filling in the gaps along the way. And that could be all the way from the very beginning, all the way to the very end of the project. You're probably going to have gaps of content that you're going to be filling with other people outside of yourself. Of course, you're going to do your own research, but you're also going to be leaning on other people for those answers. So then, from the storyboard, you want to actually make that into a user interface, something that the user can interact with. If that is on-the-job training, it might be a manual. If it's online training, it could be an interactive training course. If you're going to have classroom training, you might create that presentation with some handouts. Either way, you want to make sure that that user has some tangible information to leave your classroom, even if it's virtual, with. So, you've been dealing with a lot of people. In fact, as an instructional designer, you wear a lot of hats, if you will. You might be a designer, you might be a developer, you might be a writer, you could be a project manager. You could be the director of the project and you've got to manage all of those roles. Either way, those hats fall on you. Those are kind of some big shoes to fill. But rest assured, we actually have a course that can teach you the different steps of the process. Regardless of the model, we'll of course bring our own model into this, but we want to make sure that you are equipped. Just recently, I did an over-the-phone interview with somebody to try and help them out to break into the industry. This woman's boss had come to her and said that they want to create this training team. So she posted online in one of my groups that she wanted to know how to land that job, how to be that training team. So we talked on the phone for about an hour to get her started. And I want to do the same for you. We've got an online course, as I mentioned. We've also got a webinar that you can take as well. I'm going to put the links below this video. And as always, I want to be there for you. Give us feedback below. What are some topics that you want to learn about with regard to instructional design? So at that, be sure to leave some feedback, like the video, share it around to all your friends, and as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make today great, guys.